Okay. Yes, so I'm going to give some work now to you all as a team, and I'm going to ask you all to figure out how to apportion that work. Who's going to do what? Who's going to be best at it? There's going to be enough work for all of you to have a number of hours. I I know I haven't given you many hours since you started, and that's not like me. But from here on out, there's going to be those hours to work. Because I haven't had much time due to personal reasons, I haven't been able to tackle some of the more difficult problems. But I'm going to right now read off a couple in like list format of things that I would like done. Um, Before I tell you any, I want you to know that I'm going to post the text for 3 or 4 new blog articles tonight. They're going to be short. Um, they're not going to be my best work, but I'm going to put about 3 or 4 more on. Currently, about 1 or 2 has the text there. So that will be about 5 or 6 blog articles. um, Once they're on there, I would like someone to, using either free images or some of the content that I gave when I gave all that content, and using headings and pull quotes and everything that makes a professional blog article look good, take my articles and turn them into something that catches an eye, that looks better, that doesn't have too big of paragraphs. I'm just going to give you a big long paragraph that I somehow managed to think and type tonight. And you need to be artists and turn it into a real blog post. That's item number 1. Okay, so that's taking this raw data and making it into decent, good blog posts. Thing number 2. Once those come out, and there will be a lot more things coming out, but you all know what pages are on there and what aren't, and there aren't that many yet. But thing number 2 is I would like someone to cross-link from page to page on my site. Obviously, that's an SEO benefit. It's better to get links from outside, but it's good still to get links from within. So from a bunch of pages, you could just link to the home page. And from the blog articles, you could link one to another and just change the text up a little bit to make it natural and flow. You should also have, if it doesn't already have a built-in other articles you might like feature in this theme, certainly each blog post should end with more content for them to possibly click on, because we want them to spend as long on the site as possible. So everything I just said there, that would be number 2. That's going to take some time to have it done right. Number 3 is a bit of an easier one. I believe that currently, I'm not sure if currently in the header and footer of every page, it has the name of my firm, the complete legal name, the type of law that we do, the street address that for this firm is on, the office phone number, 1-800 number, the fax number, my email address so people can get in touch with me. That needs to be on every header and every footer. And everything should be clickable that possibly can. So if it's my email address, it needs to be a link set up so that they can click on it and it brings them right to their email program and they can type to me. So that it also needs to look good. So you all see the color scheme there. I'm not sure whether I included a document with the exact colors, but I'm going to tell you right now exactly what colors I've been using, and I'm going to do so by sorry, just give me a moment here. Oh, I thought I had a yes, I'm going to tell you by hex codes. So I'll talk slowly so you can write them down. So, and this goes from here on out. I only want my site to have these colors. That means no complement using white or black or shades of gray to complement. I want my entire site to be of these 5 colors. And they are navy blue, hex code 353440, brown, hex code 8C6746, number 3, salmon, hex code F2 AF88, color number 4, beige, hex code F2 E7 C4, and finally yellow, and that'll be hex code F2 EEAC. Now that everything should be one of those. Borders, margins, I don't want any other colors involved. So again, and so you're going to have to find out how to make that look good in my headers and footers. And this is all part of number 3 still. My footer looks terrible. There's 3 currently there's 3 basically. Actually, let me not say that. Right now it looks terrible because it has 3 items, 2 up here, 1 below, when it could obviously all be on one line, have the size shrunk down, and look more natural. But now I'm telling you to make sure certain additional information is in there. So you may choose to do something like a 2-2, have a slightly longer footer. That would be to your discretion and into your design skills. If I don't like it, I'll tell you to do it again, a different way. Okay, so now number 4, the next thing. This is not a fun one, but I would like it done. I know that, as you know, if you search for various things on Google, you get articles, and you also get things like pictures and stuff. Meaning that all of the media, and there isn't that much yet, but it still takes forever, all of the media on my site, meaning the images, meaning whatever's there under media, I want you to SEO that by fitting into the alt description, the description, every box. And now you know better than to just, let's say the keyword that I want to use is cat. You can't just cat. You'll get penalized. So the words that I want in there are words like this: Delaware General Practice Law. Delaware General Practice Lawyer. General Practice Lawyer, Delaware. Best Delaware General Practice Lawyer. Family Law Lawyer in Delaware. Family Law Lawyers in Delaware. Delaware family law lawyer. Delaware family law lawyers. Law offices of Jackson Phillips Esquire, LLC. JP Law. Hashtag JP Law. Jackson Phillips Esquire. And then for those as well, although Delaware is the most important, but you can also substitute out the word Delaware for Pennsylvania and New Jersey, because those are states that I am licensed to practice in, although most of my practice is here in Delaware. So now I realize it can be difficult to get, it might be a picture of a surfboard that's being used. But yes, I'm asking you to fit Delaware family law lawyer, perhaps, into that alt tag or into that description. It might be something like, it might be very contrived, like, I mean, it could be anything. Like, it could be like, Delaware family law lawyer Jackson Phillips's picture of a a surfer on a board. Or the important thing is that you work and not overdo it. The things that I want in there, because collectively it pushes the site forward. It's a very tedious game. Next, number 5. These are all distinct assignments that I want you to allocate amongst yourselves. I want to make sure that each page and each post has quality metadata, has quality, it will have a keyword assigned to it, and the title should be within the recommended length of a title. The description that will be popping up on Google should have the chosen keyword in it towards the beginning, and it shouldn't be too short or too long. And then you will also go through my writing or whatever's there, and just when you can, slip in that keyword a few times, even if it's a little bit awkward. Not if it's terrible, but if it's a little bit awkward, because you're optimizing the page for one keyword or a long tail keyword or one phrase. So I want someone to go through page by page and make sure that there's a good title, description, keyword, and most of all, for whatever reason, I've been struggling with figuring out the featured image, how this theme works with featured images. I need to know that. Like, it's supposed to be, like, from my experience, I thought the featured image was what you put off to the right in the WordPress window, featured image, and that would appear when you shared it on social media or when it comes up on the internet. That hasn't been happening. No, nothing's been coming up, even when I put a picture in there. And there's a special spot now for like Facebook image. And what I put in there is not appearing as a Facebook share. So I need, first, I want you to set the best feature image for each one, just as a matter of you do that. And then I need to know, when I'm doing this, how to do this. Why am I struggling to get feature images to come up? So that would conclude that task, like number 5 or whatever. And then number 6 is going to be developing the practice areas part of the site. Right now, when you click into family law or personal injury, it's just a one-size-fits-all page that says about nothing. I need to, there's going to be, and I'll provide you with there's like 10 areas under family law, 10 areas under personal injury, 10 areas under general litigation. And so when you click on the general litigation, it should be a page with 10 options. So they can click on each of them with a description of what that type of law is. I am going to give you both. I'm going to give you all of the mini categories under each of the 3 categories that I have, along with descriptions to use for them. And I'm taking these descriptions verbatim off of a site called Avvo. So, in a really innocuous way, credit avvo.com, avvo.com. Smaller font, perhaps, in the margin perhaps, but just say something along the lines of, thank you, Avvo, for these descriptions of these practice areas, or something like that, or do you know what I mean? Okay. Also, and the last one is, I believe, 7. There is a page currently created that has an Avvo banner on it. I don't want that Avvo banner to be on a separate page. I'm going to be getting a lot of them. Banners from sites that are verifying that I'm a good attorney, so on and so forth. I want all that in the footer. So you'll currently see that Avvo has, I want that to be placed in the footer so it's everywhere. That's it. That's what I'm going to assign right now. I'm going to do my part in getting. It's going to be very difficult, but I'm going to do it. Get 3, 4, 5 blog articles tonight. Sorry. So I need you all to talk amongst yourselves. It might be that some of you aren't on, so the ones that are on can just get started and know what they want, but cooperate with those tasks in order to get them done. I want as little talking to me as possible. I just want it done. And try to cooperate, make it work. Normally, when I get actually organized and stuff, and I'm going to be better than this, but for now, I want to see you all figure out who should be doing this, who should be doing that. I suspect, and I know that if done right, this will take a few days. This isn't majestic stuff. It will take a few days. I will then look at it and find a million mistakes, not because you guys are bad, but just because it's my site and I'm just going to, you can't help but not do things the way that I necessarily want it. So probably then, maybe even another day of fixing things up. But I will provide, before I fall asleep tonight, those blog articles and the descriptions for each of the practice areas that I said. And for each practice area and mini practice area has its own page, its own title, own SEO metadata, and its own either free picture or from the pictures that I gave you along with the text, and then use your creative skills to make it look good. You may want to run on all of the practice areas a sidebar, perhaps, that features the 3 overarching umbrella categories, so that under family law, perhaps as a sidebar, you guys are the pros. You guys are the pros. So I'm going to get you what I said, and I'm sorry I haven't been consistent about getting you work, but I will.